You're listening to The Coffee Hour. I'm Andy Bates.
I'm Sarah Golseth.
It is Tuesday, March 12th.
I should really adjust my mic before you turn it on.
So that don't hear it clanking and clanging and all over the place.
Sorry, guys.
It is Tuesday. Two really helpful, insightful topics today. I don't have any alliteration for Tuesday.
That's sad. That was so fun yesterday.
Yeah, well, it was Monday.
That was a lot of
really reaching for things.
Mental gymnastics on a Monday. That was great.
That's what mental Mondays. Oh, there you go.
No.
Terrific Tuesday, and we have two great topics. We'll continue our wellness series with Deaconess Heidi Gaiman. What are you banging?
I am
around
making so much noise this morning.
We'll continue our wellness series with Deaconess Heidi Gaiman in the second half, and we have some insights and really useful resources for our friends here in the St. Louis area from our friends over at Lutheran Senior Services with their Aging Answers line. So we'll talk about that in just a little bit. Thanks to Concordia University, Wisconsin for supporting the Coffee Hour. Find out more about Concordia University, Wisconsin at cuw.edu. cuw.edu. Live Uncommon. Joining us in studio today, Michelle Wamser. She's the Director of Aging Answers at Lutheran Senior Services. Michelle, such a joy to have you in studio this morning.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Had a chance to meet with you recently with some of fellow DCEs and church workers here in the community, and you shared some outstanding resources for seniors here in the St. Louis community, and wanted to share that with our listeners because these were just really outstanding resources. What do you, as the Director of Aging Answers, you're in touch with and aware of what the needs are in the community. What are some of the needs of our aging neighbors that and family that sometimes go unanswered?
Well, there's a few of them, and I think the number one issue is transportation. A lot of our seniors are giving up their driver's license, which then leads into another issue, which is social isolation. They're unable to get out of their homes and go to church and visit with friends. Mental health is also a huge issue. It's not that we don't have resources out there, but recognizing the signs and wanting to get that help. Aging Answers does have resources for mental health. I would also say financial needs for utilities and rent, which we can help with, but we also have resources for other organizations that can help with resources for utilities and rent. And then immediate housing. We get a lot of phone calls for those that are on the verge of homelessness or are homeless, and they need to get into an apartment or affordable housing location immediately. And the majority of our affordable housing locations do have wait lists. So those are the main ones, I would have to say.
Can you share a story with us of a senior that has been helped with some of the Aging Answers resources?
Well, actually, just the other day, Aging Answers is a resource for seniors, but we also are able to assist family members. And so we had a daughter of a parishioner at a church that had called Aging Answers. She lived in Tennessee, and her mother lived here in St. Louis. And her mother was recently diagnosed with dementia and had just gotten married to a younger man. And the daughter became concerned because she didn't really think the husband knew how to take care of her mother with dementia, and he was still working odd jobs. So he would go out and work in the homes. I think he was in like construction or carpentry. And I guess one day he left her in the car while he went in to do, his job. And I guess she was approached by somebody in the car asking her for money. Well, she told her mom or her daughter that the next day, and the daughter became really concerned that, her mom's being left alone in a car with dementia. Somebody's asking her for money. So, of course, she had those concerns that is she being taken care of properly? It could have been neglect, but at the same time, it could have been ignorance of him just not knowing how to really take care of somebody with dementia. So one of our elder care specialists, we have two on staff, one's a BSW, one's an MSW, arranged to meet with the daughter and the mother and the husband, and the daughter drove from Tennessee. And the elder care specialist was able to do an in-home needs assessment and really just see the dynamic of it really wasn't a safe living environment for the mother, Well, of course, the daughter's in Tennessee worrying about the mother. And what ended up happening actually was our elder care specialist was able to find a buy one, get one free deal at a life plan community. Wow. Yeah, where the mother could live in the dementia unit, but her husband could still live with her. And so that really resolved the issue where the mother or the daughter in Tennessee could have peace of mind. The mother is getting taken care of by the life plan community. They could still remain married. They could still live together, and the husband could still work and provide.
Wow. What a story. All from a phone call?
All from a phone call, yes.
To Aging Answers.
Yes.
So that's just one example of the way that Aging Answers can be helpful to a senior in need. And we're so connected, and what a good example of how our in our culture, we don't always live in the same community as our parents. We get jobs, we move to other cities and move to other places, but still want to make sure that our parents are cared for and can be connected to those resources. That's a great example.
Absolutely.
What resources are available for seniors let's talk about the service area.
Okay.
And then what resources are available in that service area.
Okay. So we serve St. Louis County, St. Louis City, St. Charles County, and Jefferson County. We have a volunteer money management program, which we can get into in a little bit, but that is St. Clair County as well. And also we serve seniors 50 plus with a disability, and then seniors 60 over.
Very good. So what are the resources that Aging Answers can provide or connect to?
We have many resources.
We may not have time to go through all of them.
My elder care specialists are extremely resourceful. And so if, a senior or a child of a senior needs resources, they can call us. We do a lot of care coordination for families. We have a lot of information on affordable housing and senior living communities. We assist with Medicaid, Medicare, veterans benefits, referrals to food pantries, utility assistance, transportation resources. We have referrals for home care physicians, so a physician that can come into the home of the senior if they're homebound, home health for seniors, hospice care, lifeline if they're at a risk for falling, legal services, referrals for legal services, pharmacy delivery. That's just to name a few. We're there for any questions about resources. We do a lot of phone consultations for resources.
Yeah, it's an extensive list that covers a lot of different areas of life, and some things I hadn't even thought about.
Right.
Just needing help with.
Exactly.
But you're reaching that age where not that you're a senior,
I don't think so.
Reaching that age though where we need to think about our parents and what their needs are.
Yeah, I'm reading through this list and I'm like, my parents might this might be really useful for my parents.
I hadn't really
although my
thought
parents
about
aren't here, but
right, but same situation. Yeah.
You mentioned the volunteer money management. Tell me a little bit more about that.
So
that looks really interesting.
That's a free program that we have that allows a volunteer into a senior's home, and we can help them if they're having trouble with budgeting or bill paying. We don't provide any kind of financial assistance through the program, but we can do a lot of organization of mail, ciphering through mail, helping them with budgeting and money management. And so that's a really good program where, hopefully we can kind of, let's say somebody calls in through our Aging Answers line and they need assistance with utility assistance or maybe rent assistance. We don't provide rent assistance, but we can come in and just kind of help them manage their bills and budget, and so that hopefully they don't fall into that next month where they need additional assistance with utilities.
Sometimes it's just a matter of making sure that information is organized so that something doesn't get overlooked and then fall behind on utilities or on rent. Yeah.
Absolutely. We get a lot of information in the mail. I say that it's 4 pages long, and it really could just be 2 sentences, and it just gets lost in the shuffle because it's so full of jargon.
I mean, that happens to me now.
Right.
I know.
I can only imagine when I'm a senior what's going to happen.
Do I qualify?
Volunteer
I'm not
money
old
management.
enough.
Yeah. all the mail.
So much. And think about just, sorting through all that. So to have that help of a volunteer who has gone through the background check and that sort of thing. So the volunteers that are helping too are trustworthy.
Absolutely. We do background checks. The majority of them are CPAs or have some kind of background in, accounting or the financial piece.
Wow. Am I old enough to qualify for that?
Not yet. Sorry.
Someone. So how do we contact the Aging Answers folks?
So there is a direct line. It is 314-446-2475. We have elder care specialists on staff Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30 that can answer those phone calls. After hours, you can still leave a message. You can also go online to www.lssliving.org. And then there's a tab for our Aging Answers, Help for Seniors. And it goes over all the programs that we have under our Aging Answers umbrella.
And of course, LSS Living, that includes a number of life plan communities as well across Missouri and Illinois, right?
Correct. We have many life plan communities. They're wonderful. That is all listed along with our affordable housing communities, which is like low income subsidized housing for seniors.
Absolutely. There's one adjacent to our church, actually, in Eureka. So, Hilltop Community.
Hilltop Manor.
Yeah. So I get we visit with our Sunday school kids, visit with them once in a while.
So nice.
And have a chance to get to know them. Great community. So we're very thankful to have that in our community. It serves the community very well. So the Aging Answers line again, 314-446-2475, Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. Is that right?
That is correct.
Give them a call with your questions and they can help you get connected to the resources you need. Michelle Wamser is the Director of Aging Answers at Lutheran Senior Services, lssliving.org. Thanks so much, Michelle, for being our guest on the Coffee Hour today.
No problem. Thank you for having me. We also have several other programs if there's time to discuss.
We have just about a half a minute.
Oh, okay. Well, one thing I would like to mention is we do have an Eliezer Fund, which is a donation, and our donor really wants to gear it towards retired and current senior church workers. So if they qualify, this fund can pay for private duty, medications, Lifeline, anything that they need to help them stay independent in their homes as long as possible. We currently are paying insulin medications and monthly medications and private duty for several clients. So if there is somebody that you know of that is a retired or current senior church worker, please call the Aging Answers line and we can do that assessment and see if you're eligible.
So retired or senior church workers, check out, you can find out more information about the Eliezer Fund by calling the Aging Answers line, 314-446-2475. Thanks so much, Michelle, for being our guest today.
Thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely. Coming up in just a little bit, we continue our wellness series with Deaconess Heidi Gaiman. You're listening to the Coffee Hour. I'm Andy Bates.
I'm Sarah Golseth.